Okay, so we see bot side. So what I would do when you see this, I would just look at bot and then see if they use mana or tanked. Most likely they just used mana, and if they did, then you can see that they started on bot side. And
Yeah,
Cyan is cheesing level 1 as well.
I think he started top side. Or Cyan was.
Yeah, because Cyan was bot, but the thing is we don't know because we are not looking if Senna or Saya used any mana.
It was too fast, I think.
And like if you do it here, like right here you do red, you see them on the ward, right, that you put. Just look quickly and see if they used any mana, and then if they did, then you can tell like, oh, she started on bot.
Oh, okay.
And if they did not use any mana, then yeah, we don't know where she started. And as you can see, as red buff, so she did start on bot side. And this could then change a lot for you because again, you will check here, and then you will see, okay, she started on bot side, meaning she's pathing up. So then you can say, well, okay, you have Renekton, who we talked about has prior, right? If he has pushed in the wave, then you can maybe go in and kill the Elise, or you can go counter jungle, because she ends up showing... When is it? She ends up showing here, right? And if she gets this kill... Okay, she doesn't, but if she got that kill, then you would just have been behind if you didn't counter jungle her top side, right?
Yeah.
You could also help a little bit by pinging, like saying, oh, Elise started bot, be careful bot side, right? And maybe then your mid laner don't have to flash, but smaller detail. Okay, so we look at the wave.
Like on this one, on this wave, I wanted to like gank this bad. I just skipped the 2 camps because I'm not getting level 4 here.
Yep.
So for me, it's more efficient to get a good gank here.
Yep.
Maybe get double kill instead of like just doing 2 camps. And also, yeah, I just got double kill here.
Yep.
So then I just go back.
This...
I could have played it better, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you have to flash. I'm just trying to see how. First Q is fine. I think you just Q into insta W. I don't think you have to auto in between. Then they both flash forward. Yeah, I mean...
I think I flashed because I didn't have the angle for the last Q on the bottom left.
Yeah, you used like one Q badly, like this
I
one.
think top right.
No, bottom right. This one, that one.
Yeah, this was bad. Yeah.
So then you have to do it, but it's okay. But main thing is again, like as we talked about, most likely enemy bot lane was gonna push. They were gonna, well, as you see, now they pushed. You ganked, you skip camps. We know Elise is top side, and now you are ahead. So
yeah.
So then here what I would do is I would again have a look at the bot lane wave. So after you take the scuttle crab, take a look at the bot lane wave and then see is it going towards them or is it going towards us? Because if it's going towards them, then if it's slow pushing and it doesn't crash, then our bot lane, our Kai'Sa will be playing like 1v2, right? Because knowledge base is after. So she could be needing help to push the wave, and you can do that because you don't have to be anywhere else in the map right now but bot lane, right? So maybe you would have to help her push to get the wave to crash. But if the wave is going to crash regardless, then you know it's going to bounce back. And because it's gonna bounce back, then you can just recall, and then you can go back to bot lane. Either instantly take your jungle camps and then gank, or you can just go straight to bot lane and gank because both of them have no flash. And if it's slow pushing into you, well, then you can just have a look and see, does Kai'Sa push it into the enemy or does she actually like freeze it? And depending on however the wave looks, like if it's a slow push into us, you can gank. If it's a bounce, you can gank. And if the wave is slow pushing towards them, maybe you need to push. And otherwise, if the wave is just like completely neutral and it's like frozen in the middle of the lane, then you would just be power farming, and then you would recall, go to your top side, and then power farm back down. Because if we have a look at the wave right now, it looks like it's slowly pushing towards us still. So that's like good for Kai'Sa, and if Kai'Sa then doesn't touch the wave or whatever, then you can actually just gank bot lane again.
That was my bad there, I think, but yeah, I still managed to.
Yeah, it still works out, so it's all good. And then here I would help push, yeah, because this is good.
Because he was low mana, low.
Yeah, exactly, health. And Elise was mid lane, so.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is just make sure that Elise doesn't get anyone back in the game, and then you can pretty much just win off that. Yep, very good. This time she can push the wave out herself, so that's fine. We play towards Drake because bot lane has prio, also fine. Shine is proxying in between towers, but we don't really care too much about that.
Like, it's so fucking insane. Like, I think every game after coaching session, I'm like just 1v9ing, man, and then like 1 week later, I don't know, I try to do dumb shit again.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. Like, you are motivated to play and you see like instantly results and you're like, okay, I can just 1v9 every game, and then all of a sudden you maybe limit test too hard or disrespect the enemy a bit too much or anything like that, and then it's just like, okay.
How is it like worth to die for like 6 minions, man? Like, you just give 400 or 300 gold.
Well,
Nothing.
because you can have an infinite freeze if you're really good. Like, you can have a 5 or 10 minute freeze that will lose you like insane amount of XP and gold and you can't play. But if you die for the wave, then you only give 300 gold and you get 100 gold back yourself, and the enemy cannot have a freeze, so then you can just go back to normal laning, so then you're fine. So it's a losing play no matter what. The difference is just you lose 200 gold or you're gonna lose a lot more gold and a lot more XP if enemy freezes on you.
Yeah, like what you said, I expect from people like Master Plus player, but not fucking Emerald player, man. They don't even fucking know how to manipulate a mate.
That is true, but it's just a mentality thing that laners will just die to fix the wave. Not to say that enemy will sit and freeze, but it's just a mentality thing that, oh, I can't play, but I'll die for the wave. So that's just how this, like, that's just how laners are. I think the only ones that are not like that are like pro players and pro games. Okay, let's see here.
This situation, I think we saw Elise topside, right? On the when she did the play on me and I escaped with low life.
Yeah.
Then I took the fucking honey fruit. And then for me it was okay. She will basically go for Herald, right?
Yeah.
Because Herald is up. But so based on that, I just went to do my Raptors, and then red into like golems. So I just wanted to clear my top side. But what she did, what I was not expecting, she just came to my red buff. Like, why would she? Like, we have 9 minutes, right? That's 3 herald for them, 3 tower plates, and she just like she ignores that and just goes to red side. Like,
well, the thing is that right now both your laners are recalling, so right now it's free for Elise to take Rift, right? Because her laners will be there before yours and she has higher HP. But now, look, both your laners TP, now it's not free, because now your laners will be able to push lane first and move to Rift. So if she starts Rift here, and you just wait for your laners to push out the wave and then go as 3 people, then you get Rift.
Yeah.
So she definitely takes the Skull Crab, we give that one, that's fine. And then if she decides to take Rift, then we just like wait 5-10 seconds, wait our laners to push, and then we go. But otherwise, if she doesn't take Rift Herald, the only thing that she can do is base and go bot side or go to your top side. Can you escape it? You have W.
Maybe if I W here and then
Yeah,
Q.
if you W and Q and don't get hit by E, then you can survive.
Yeah. I could W after I see her, then go back and then instantly like maybe even auto attack the red buff so he goes between us.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm fucking too old or something like that for that shit. Like sometimes I have good reactions to like things, but on this one, like I didn't expect it, so I couldn't react to it.
Yeah, I mean, we knew Elise was top side. It was just what was she gonna do? Was she gonna do Rift or was she gonna invade their top side or recall?
In my brain, I didn't even like think about that she could invade there. Like for me, it was okay. She will just.
This is like a important thing when you play against anything that actually wants to invade. So if you play against like Lee Sin, Rengar, Elise, even Kindred Graves can do it, right? If you play against any of those champions, then you have to respect it. But if you play against champion like Sejuani or Rammus or Zac or something like that, they're most likely not going to invade because they can't kill you even if you're only like half HP or whatever. But these type of like invade high damage junglers, especially early game junglers, and especially with mobility, they will always basically watch where you are in the map, and then they will check like, oh, is he low HP? Can I kill? And if they think they can kill, they will go. They will skip camps. They'll do anything. They will just kill you, right? We make it here. She doesn't have smite upgrade, so you just win that. Yep. Did you smite? So here the problem is you panic. Because you have 900 damage smite and she has 600. And the problem is you have already smited it, but she cannot smite it because it's only 600. So it just comes down to who gets the eye proc now, which is really flip.
I think she had no smite because she used it when she invaded me.
Well, if she had double smite stack, then she would have smite up. But it's just that she has 600 damage smite and you have 900, so.
I'm not sure because I think she used it one time on a tower, like on a top lane thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where she came top lane to kill me. I think that's the first one where she used it, and the second one she used on red side.
If that's the case, then yes, she wouldn't have smite up. Here I would play this differently. Okay, we end up getting kill. But what I would do here is I would not use the Herald and I would not even actually help push. What I would do is I would look to invade Elise now. You can either invade her top side and say, okay, I want her Wolves and Grump, or you can invade her bot side and say, well, I want the Raptors, Crux, and maybe the red buff if it's up, and set myself up for Drake. So what I think you should do is, you can show if you want to, and go through mid, and then go to her Raptors, take Raptors, check for red buff. If red buff is up, you take it, then you probably leave this. And then you just play towards the Drake. After you then get Drake, you can either base or farm a little bit more if you need the gold. Then you come out of base and then you look to Herald. I think Herald mid is the best, just because it opens up the map. But I don't think the timing is that good, because if Syndra plays it like really good, I think we only get one plating even. We can probably get 2 on this HP. Then we get a kill. Now we end up getting 3 platings. So it ends up working out, but I think if Syndra just played it better and didn't die and tried to defend it, I think we only get 2 platings. And that's shared, so that would be 175 for you. Whereas if you take her Raptors and okay, Raptor's not up, but Raptors and then Crux, or Raptors and then Drake into your bot side, then you will get more gold by removing it from Elise, and you get more just golden experience from farming, and then you can still use this Herald like a minute or 2 minutes later, because you're only 11 minutes in.
So I have literally like 2 or 3 minutes where I can still use the Herald.
Yeah, the Herald is 3
Okay.
minutes. So, and you need to use it before minute 13.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
13:30 the latest, right? Because this is when plates
yeah.
expire. And
Yeah,
you
I
are
mean,
here.
based on the time right now, we have 11:30. So
Yeah. So you have like a minute, 2 minutes where you can use the Herald. And what I would do is I would punish Elise for being dead. I would not instantly use Herald. I think you should use Herald after you punish Elise. Because right now Elise is dead. I would take her jungle camps. Then I would probably take the objective, just to maintain my the Bel Veth form. And then after all of that, then I would use the Herald probably on mid lane. Here we can do Drake together with bot lane if they want. Otherwise, then we just wait for Aurelian Sol to go back to mid. Never mind, they're all top. So here, this is another good example. She is on top side, right? So you just invade, yeah. If she doesn't have red buff, then we know it's up because it just spawned. Now she's actually dead, so here just dash over the wall and go straight into either bot side dive or bot side camps.
yeah, like on this game, I haven't played Bel Veth for a long time. I was confused. Like, can I not like queue over the wall?
Yeah, when you have form, then you can. So yeah, you would have saved a lot of time, but you end up invading here, which is good. You can also take the Raptors if you didn't take it. Okay, she did take that. Maybe we can now look for mid. Here I would not be so afraid. So after you go here, I think all this is fine. Now what I would do is I would realize that Syndra is stepping up. So I would look
Just
to go here and then dash over a wall and then go for gank. But the problem is you don't even look on mid lane right now. So you're not seeing, oh, is Syndra pushing? Is she trading with Aurelian Sol? You take a ward and then you run away. But there was a chance that we could maybe kill Syndra or at least get a flash. If we just go into Raptor and then dash over. Yep, we just changed CC that guy. And then now with this, I would look to invade her top side. Because you know top scuttle is up, so we would definitely like to take that. And on top of that, look at our top laner compared to their top laner. So our top laner can help. Only downside is Aurelian Sol doesn't have any mana, but their mid laner is dead. So it will be like 2v2, 3v3, anything like that. And we definitely want to take a fight like that. So yeah, I think this is bad. I would just go to top side and then take at least Scuttle Crab, but also look to take top side camps. And Aurelian Sol actually has TP and TP's back in, and then, yeah, as you can see, they win the top fight because our Nectar is really fucking strong. And then your teammates basically do what you should have done, taking her jungle camps. Okay, just play it slow. Aurelian Sol is coming, same for Nautilus. And here probably base. Play towards the Rift Herald.
I think buying the crystal is not worth. I think I should buy pink wards instead.
Controller is okay if you feel like enemy team is contesting, but you do have sweeper, right? But I think here you should just go top. Because you go to top, you take Hextech Gate, you take the Herald. So it will look like this. Oh. You go here, take the Hextech Gate to here, take Herald. Then by the time you take Herald, then you can either go to invade her wolves in top side, or you can go to your top side, clear like that, base again, play towards Drake. You can even just go straight Rift Herald, straight Drake, but I think you can get some jungle camps in between, because now what ends up happening, because on Bel Veth specifically, Rift Herald is really OP, right? Because it gives you 3 minutes of the OP form instead of just 1 minute.
Yeah.
But by doing what you're doing here, you end up just being on the wrong side of the map compared to where the objective is. Because these kills are really like irrelevant. Like they don't give a lot of gold and they don't really help us win because it's already 4-21. All we need is just
Objectives
objectives, exactly, because they have bounties on them. So if you get a kill but they get bounty objective, you lose still.
So by fighting them, we get gold, but we also give them chances to.
I mean, if they int, right? Like you can fight on top side and then say, okay, well, if you fight us here, you just lose, and then you can take Rift Herald. But if you fight on bot side when Rift Herald is up, then you might get a kill, but they might get Rift Herald. So it's not that you cannot fight them, because you can always fight them now that you're ahead. But we want to fight them on the map where we want to fight. And a minute ago, we wanted to fight on top side. Then we take the Rift Herald, and then a minute later, we want to fight on bot side to get the Drake. If anything, then we would just trade. So if you take Rift Herald and then you see they rush to the Drake, then you can say, okay, we take Rift Herald and then we push top, take 2 top towers for the Drake. But then you're trading objectives. We don't want to trade kill for objective. That's not worth. Especially not when there are bounties on it. But we end up getting it anyway. But this is just because we're really far ahead. And the game is just like a little bit more close.
I didn't get anything.
They could just kill Renekton here and then take the Herald, but they can't even kill Renekton, so...
Yeah, like on this one, when my team did the Herald, I was like, oh no, I don't get the Herald like with the ulti thing.
Yeah. But you should just have went Herald and then into Drake, and then you would have been getting everything. And then, yeah, at this point, I think the game is just over. I think they will FF soon. Yeah.
Yeah. The J4 game was not, I think, not that clear as a win as this one. But it was still, I think it was macro-wise good played from me, but I think there are the mistakes too.
Yeah, this game was okay, but it's just a game where it's like even if you played bad, you would still win because your laners are just doing so good. But if you had to like 1v9 carry the game yourself, you kind of do enough mistakes that maybe you cannot carry it. If enemy team got like the Rift Herald or they had like a jungler that would punish you even harder than what you did, then yeah. But yeah, overall pretty good game.